It's now again. Welcome back to It's Now Again, your daily mindfulness training session. I'm your host, Jeremy West. Today, we're busting a common myth, multitasking. Many people think that they're good at multitasking or that it's the key to getting more done. But the truth is, multitasking doesn't really exist in the way we think. What we're actually doing is rapidly switching between tasks, and this constant shifting can reduce our focus, productivity, and even our well-being. Let's dive into why multitasking is really just rapid task switching and how mindfulness can help us focus more effectively on one thing at a time. We've all heard the term multitasking, and maybe you've even thought of yourself as a great multitasker. Whether you're answering emails while talking on the phone or watching TV while scrolling through social media, it feels like you're handling multiple things at once. But here's the reality. The human brain is not designed to focus on two things at the same time. When you think you're multitasking, what's really happening is rapid task switching. Your brain is quickly jumping from one task to another. Each time you switch tasks, your brain has to refocus, recalibrate, and shift attention. This switching takes more energy and time than we realize, and it can lead to mental fatigue. The more we switch between tasks, the more fragmented our attention becomes, and instead of doing everything well, we end up doing each thing less efficiently. When you're multitasking, your brain is constantly shifting gears. For example, if you're working on an important project and then switch to checking your phone, it takes your brain several minutes to refocus back on the project once you return to it. This constant switching not only slows you down, but also increases the likelihood of mistakes. The brain needs time to reorient itself every time it moves from one task to another. Studies have shown that task switching can reduce productivity by up to 40%, meaning you're not saving time by juggling tasks, you're actually losing it. Task switching also increases stress. The more tasks you juggle, the more overwhelmed you might feel as your brain tries to keep up with competing demands. Over time, this can lead to burnout, leaving you feeling exhausted but not accomplished. So how can we break the habit of task switching and become more focused and productive? You guessed it, the answer lies in mindfulness. Mindfulness teaches us to focus fully on one task at a time, known as single tasking. When you practice mindfulness, you train your brain to stay present with what you're doing right now rather than jumping from one thing to another. This helps you bring your full attention to the task at hand, increasing both your focus and the quality of your work. When we commit to single tasking, we actually become more efficient. Instead of dividing our attention across multiple tasks, we give our full attention to one thing, complete it, and then move on to the next. This not only saves time, but also reduces stress, as we're not constantly feeling pulled in different directions. Here are a few practical tips to help you reduce task switching and embrace mindfulness in your work and daily life. Number 1, set clear intentions for each task. Before starting a task, set an intention to give it your full attention. Whether it's responding to an email, writing a report, or even washing the dishes, commit to being fully present for that one activity. Number 2, turn off distractions. One of the biggest triggers for task switching is distraction. Turn off notifications on your phone or computer and create a focused environment where you can work on one thing without interruption. Number 3, use time blocks. Try using time blocks to structure your day. Dedicate specific periods of time to focus on one task or activity. During that time, focus only on that task and resist the urge to jump to something else. I use the Pomodoro method, which is 25 minutes of focus, 5-minute break, 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 and then a longer, maybe 20-minute break or something before going back to another 25 minutes of focus. You can actually find apps and or just search Pomodoro method, and there's web pages that will set these timers for you. And do you know what? As someone with ADHD, I find that I get 2 hours of work done in one 25-minute Pomodoro. It makes such a difference to single task. Number 4 is take mindful breaks. Instead of switching between tasks to take a break, try taking a mindful pause instead. Stand up, stretch, or take a few deep breaths to reset your mind before moving on to the next task. Number 5, practice mindful awareness. As you go through your day, notice when you start to switch between tasks. When you catch yourself doing this, gently guide your focus back to the current task. It's not about perfection, it's about building awareness. To sum it up, multitasking is a myth. What we're really doing is rapidly switching between tasks, and this constant shifting reduces our focus, productivity, and even our sense of calm. Mindfulness can help us break the habit of task switching and become more focused, present, and productive. By giving our full attention to one thing at a time, we can work more efficiently, reduce stress, and feel more accomplished at the end of the day. If you're ready to explore how mindfulness can help you improve your focus and productivity, visit jeremywest.net, where I offer mindfulness coaching services and resources to support your journey. And if you have a question you'd like answered on a future episode, feel free to email itsnowagain@gmail.com. That's all the letters without the apostrophe, itsnowagain@gmail.com. Until next time, stay present, keep practicing, and remember, it's now again.